What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Let's start it with our first news. Tom Aspinall's father, Andy Aspinall, has spoken out in response to Dana White's recent comments following the controversial ending of UFC 321. The aftermath of the event has stirred intense debate throughout the MMA community, with fans and analysts divided over whether Tom Aspinall sought a way out of the fight or suffered a legitimate and serious eye injury. In a new video posted to Tom Aspinall's official YouTube channel, Andy addressed the situation directly, providing updates on his son's condition and expressing his frustration with how the incident has been discussed publicly. According to Andy, Tom's injury is severe, far more serious than many may realize. He revealed that Tom still cannot see out of his right eye and has only around 50% vision in his left. The right eye, he said, is just gray, meaning Tom cannot make out any shapes or letters. His left eye, while somewhat functional, is extremely blurry and only capable of seeing a few letters during vision tests. Andy explained that Tom has already seen multiple specialists, including a private appointment at Cheadle Hospital to consult an eye expert. Unfortunately, the results remained grim. It's bad, Andy admitted. It's not good. Despite minor improvements in swelling, Tom's right eye remains completely non-functional, and the family continues to await further medical opinions. However, it wasn't just the medical update that caught fans' attention, it was Andy's strong reaction to Dana White's remarks during the post-fight press conference. Dana White had suggested that Tom didn't want to continue in the fight and commented that there's nothing that can be done for eye pokes in the UFC. While Dana also noted that a rematch could draw even more interest, his tone implied skepticism about the severity of Aspinall's injury, something Andy took issue with. Andy responded sharply, questioning the priorities of the UFC president and the sport as a whole. He emphasized that his primary concern is the safety and long-term health of fighters, not corporate profits. "I don't have to report to shareholders or make money for a company," he said. "I do this because I love the sport. I do it for my son and for the fighters who put their health on the line." He further criticized the MMA ecosystem, stating that much of the outrage and speculation online is fueled by financial motives, from promoters to analysts to YouTube creators. "Everyone has an opinion," he said, "but most of them are doing it for money." Andy's message was clear: the sport needs to take fighter safety seriously, and until those in charge truly care about their athletes, dangerous incidents like this will continue to happen. In closing, Andy's remarks reflected both a father's concern and a veteran's frustration, a reminder that behind every fighter is a family watching anxiously, hoping that the sport they love won't take too much from those who give it everything. Before we jump into the next story, we have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon. It really helps us out, and ensures you'll never miss an update. Moving on to another news, UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria has finally made an announcement that had fans buzzing with anticipation. For days, speculation had been running wild across social media, with many assuming that the undefeated Spanish-Georgian superstar was about to reveal details about his next fight, perhaps even a long-rumored showdown with another top contender. However, when the news dropped, it turned out to be something completely different from what the MMA world expected. Topuria took to his social media platforms to announce a new collaboration with the prestigious Spanish fashion brand, Adolfo Dominguez. Known for its elegant, high-end style and sophisticated image, Adolfo Dominguez has long been a staple in European fashion, and partnering with one of Spain's most popular athletes represents a major crossover moment between combat sports and lifestyle branding. In the announcement video, Topuria appeared dressed in a sleek, tailored outfit from the brand's latest collection, showcasing a side of himself that goes beyond the octagon. The partnership emphasizes the growing global appeal of Ilia Topuria, not just as a fighter, but as a cultural icon and fashion figure representing Spain and Georgia on the international stage. Fans' reactions were mixed but largely positive. While many were initially hoping for a fight announcement, others praised Topuria for expanding his brand beyond MMA. It's a move that mirrors the path of other crossover stars like Conor McGregor and Israel Adesanya, who have successfully built commercial empires alongside their fighting careers. For Topuria, whose charisma and confidence have already made him one of the most marketable athletes in the UFC, this partnership seems like a natural next step. Still, fans haven't stopped wondering when he'll be back inside the cage. Topuria's last fight, a dominant performance that solidified his reputation as one of the most dangerous strikers in the sport, left audiences eager for what comes next. Rumors have circulated about potential matchups with contenders like Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, or even a super fight against Islam Makhachev. Makhachev, but nothing has been officially confirmed by the UFC. For now, Topuria appears focused on expanding his influence outside of fighting while keeping his competitive fire burning. In interviews, he's hinted that he's just getting started, suggesting that both his athletic and personal brand ambitions are far from reaching their peak. As fans await word of his next bout, one thing is clear: Ilia Topuria is not just a fighter, he's becoming a global ambassador for excellence, style, and the modern athlete's lifestyle. Whether inside the octagon or on the runway, Topuria continues to prove that he's in a league of his own. Moving on to another news. Rising UFC star Carlos Ulberg has made his intentions clear. He wants Alex Pereira to remain in the light heavyweight division so the two can eventually meet inside the octagon. As speculation continues to swirl around Pereira's potential move to heavyweight, Ulberg believes there's unfinished business for Poatan at 205 pounds, and he's eager to be the man who challenges him next. Recently, Alex Pereira fueled excitement across the MMA world by teasing a possible jump to the heavyweight division, even going so far as to call out Jon Jones for a superfight, reportedly for the rumored UFC White House card. With Jones publicly acknowledging Pereira's call-out, many fans began imagining what could be one of the biggest fights in UFC history. However, Ulberg, who currently rides one of the most impressive streaks in the division, wants Pereira to put that move on hold, at least for one more fight. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Ulberg made his stance clear: "I'd love to fight Alex. That's the big fight. That's the money fight. That's the entertaining fight. The one fans would love to see," Ulberg said. "I hope he sticks around the light heavyweight division so that I can fight him. That would be amazing. That's the fight I've always wanted. You beat someone like Alex, and it means you're at the top level. That's what I'm after." Ulberg's confidence comes with good reason. The New Zealand native has been on a 9-fight winning streak, with 6 finishes, including a highlight reel knockout of Dominic Reyes, a former title challenger. His rise through the ranks has been methodical, and he now finds himself within striking distance of a title shot. Facing Pereira, the current 2-division champion and one of the most feared strikers in UFC history, would not only be a career-defining opportunity but also a fight that could cement Ulberg as a legitimate star. When asked about a possible trilogy fight between Pereira and Jiří Procházka, Ulberg was respectful but honest. "It's a tough sell, 100%, he said. "Jiří's coming off 2 losses to Alex, so I don't see a third fight happening anytime soon. He's campaigning hard for it, and that's understandable because those are the big fights everyone wants. But it's my time now. He's had his moments, and I give him credit for what he's done, but this is my moment." With Pereira entertaining multiple possibilities for his next move, Ulberg's challenge adds an intriguing wrinkle to the picture. A matchup between the two would pit one of the division's most powerful strikers against one of its most technical and composed rising talents. Whether Alex Pereira decides to chase greatness at heavyweight or stay to defend his light heavyweight crown, one thing is certain: Carlos Ulberg is ready, willing, and waiting for his shot at the king. Moving on to another news. UFC President Dana White is once again under fire from fans and fighters after a video featuring Bryce Mitchell went viral, reigniting the ongoing debate surrounding fighter pay and medical coverage in the UFC. Bryce Mitchell, known for his outspoken personality and strong fan following, recently posted a video from his hometown of Searcy, Arkansas, explaining that he had broken his nose while training. What caught everyone's attention wasn't just the injury itself but Mitchell's request for help from the public. He revealed that doctors were quoting him around $2,000 to set the nose straight, an amount he said he couldn't justify paying. Instead, Mitchell asked if anyone local could help fix it for free, noting, "The doctors are so expensive. If somebody in Searcy could set my nose back straight for free, please send me a message." The clip immediately spread across social media, sparking outrage from MMA fans and fellow fighters alike. Many criticized the UFC for not paying athletes enough to cover basic medical expenses related to training injuries. Several fighters, including Sean Strickland, chimed in, claiming that UFC's medical insurance only applies if a fighter currently has a bout scheduled. "You have to have a fight booked to get medical from the UFC. LMAO, what a joke," Strickland wrote. Fans echoed similar frustrations, saying it was sad on so many levels that a professional athlete under contract with the world's largest MMA organization was seeking help on social media to fix a broken nose. Online discussions quickly turned turned into a wider criticism of Dana White and the UFC's business model. Many pointed out that Mitchell has fought 12 times in the promotion, earning his place as a respected contender, yet still struggles to manage medical expenses. Some commenters noted that this situation exposes a systemic issue, the lack of adequate healthcare and pay structure for non-championship fighters. The #1 MMA promotion on earth can't take care of this, one fan wrote. This is wild, even for the fight game. Later, Mitchell posted an update video, thanking everyone who offered help. He explained that a friend had successfully straightened his nose for free and that he was recovering well. I apologize for looking like a cheapskate, Mitchell said with a laugh. When it happened, my brain just went into survival mode. I thought it was going to cost thousands of dollars to fix, and that's where my head went. But my buddy Josh helped me out, and I'm all good now. Despite the lighthearted ending, the situation added fuel to the ongoing debate about fighter pay and medical benefits in the UFC. Critics argue that if fighters are injured while training, even outside of a fight camp, the organization should take responsibility for their care. As one fan put it, the UFC treats its fighters like products. They should take care of them like every other major sport does. The incident serves as a stark reminder that the fighter pay issue remains unresolved, and as long as situations like this keep surfacing, neither Dana White nor the UFC will escape scrutiny. Moving on to another news, UFC heavyweight prospect Walter Walker has revealed that he suffered a broken fibula during his bout at UFC 321, despite going on to secure a victory. The rising Brazilian fighter, who faced Lewis Sutherland over the weekend, disclosed the shocking injury news in an Instagram post on Tuesday, accompanied by an X-ray image showing the fracture. According to Walker, the injury occurred early in the first round when Sutherland landed a heavy calf kick. At the time, Walker continued fighting, showing no visible signs of distress, which makes the revelation even more surprising. Many fans praised his toughness, calling it a true testament to his warrior spirit. In his caption, Walker wrote that he would require a heavy recovery period lasting 5 to 6 weeks, emphasizing that while the road ahead will be challenging, he's determined to return stronger than ever. Sometimes in this sport, you have to push through pain to achieve victory, Walker wrote. I felt something was wrong during the fight, but I refused to let it stop me. Now it's time to heal and come back even better. Shortly after the announcement, footage began circulating online showing Walter Walker in the gym, training with a broken leg. In the clip, the 26-year-old can be seen performing upper body workouts and lifting weights, his injured leg clearly supported by medical wraps. The video quickly went viral across MMA platforms, drawing admiration from fans for his dedication, though some expressed concern that he might be rushing his recovery. Medical professionals and fellow fighters chimed in, advising caution and patience, as fibula fractures typically require rest and rehabilitation to avoid long-term complications. Nevertheless, Walker's refusal to slow down has furthered his reputation as one of the sport's grittiest and most disciplined athletes. Walter Walker's resilience seems to run in the family. He's the younger brother of UFC light heavyweight contender Johnny Walker, who is also known for his high-energy fighting style and flashy finishes. The Walkers have both become fan favorites for their charisma, unpredictability, and passion for the fight game. UFC officials have not yet commented on Walker's injury or when he might return to action, but based on his recovery timeline, fans could expect him back in training within 2 months, with a potential return to the octagon in early 2026. As Walker continues his rehabilitation, he remains optimistic and grateful for the support he's received from fans and teammates. This is just a small setback, he said. The dream doesn't stop here. I'll be back soon, stronger, sharper, and ready for war. Walter Walker's determination, even in the face of serious injury, serves as a reminder of the incredible toughness required to compete at the highest level of MMA, and why fans can't wait to see his return. Moving on to another news, UFC middleweight contender Brendan Allen has set his sights on former champion Dricus du Plessis, issuing a bold call-out and questioning DDP's silence following recent events in the division. During a candid interview with Mike Bone, Allen didn't hold back as he challenged du Plessis, claiming the South African has gone uncharacteristically quiet since his loss to Khamzat Chimaev and Allen's own impressive win over Rainier de Ridder. Allen, who currently sits at number 5 in the middleweight rankings, rankings, believes Du Plessis has avoided mentioning his name because he recognizes how dangerous a matchup Allen presents. "Dricus always has something to say when I'm losing," Allen explained, "but now that I'm winning and building momentum, suddenly he's quiet like a mouse in church. That tells me he knows I'm a real threat." Allen elaborated that when Du Plessis held the title and Allen was on a smaller win streak, the South African was vocal, even dismissive. But now that Allen has proven himself against top-tier competition, the dynamic has changed. "When the fight wasn't possible, he had plenty to say," Allen continued. "Now that it's realistic, now that I've shown I belong at the top, he's silent. He knows it's a tough test for him." The Louisiana-born fighter didn't stop there. He also took a direct jab at Du Plessis's most recent performance against Khamzat Chimaev, where DDP suffered a one-sided defeat. "Let's be honest," Allen said, "he got dominated. Not a close fight, not back and forth. He was dominated for almost the entire 25 minutes. I'll be nice and say 23.5 minutes, but it wasn't competitive. You can't call yourself a champion and have that kind of performance." Allen's comments reflect a growing sentiment in the MMA community that Du Plessis's aura of invincibility has faded since losing decisively to Chimaev. Even UFC commentator Joe Rogan recently suggested that Du Plessis might never have the skill set to beat Khamzat, regardless of how long he trains. That criticism, coupled with Allen's rise, has created an opening for a new contender to emerge in the middleweight division. Still, Allen's path to Du Plessis isn't immediate. Despite his momentum, he'll likely need another signature win to secure a title eliminator. A potential rematch with Anthony Hernandez, the last man to defeat him, could be the key. If Allen avenges that loss, the UFC could logically pair Du Plessis with Sean Strickland or Nassourdine Imavov for a #1 contender matchup. Should Du Plessis fall short again while Allen continues to climb, the narrative for an Allen vs DDP showdown would be undeniable. For now, Brendan Allen remains focused but confident. "My time is coming," he said. "Dricus knows it, the fans know it. I'm ready for anyone in the top 5, and if he wants to prove he's still elite, he knows where to find me." Allen's fiery comments have reignited interest in the middleweight division, setting the stage for what could be one of the most anticipated grudge matches in the coming year.